We're just about 7 minutes or 6 minutes away till tip-off as the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Sacramento Kings without Joel Embiid once again. They'll also be without Kelly Oubre Jr. tonight as well. No Jordan Ford and no Kevin Huerter for the Sacramento Kings. They'll be without both of them. And, of course, Robert Covington as well for the Sixers also out too. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves a very, very great Friday night. We got football playoffs this weekend coming up and leading into Monday night. And that should be really exciting, but we got a basketball game that we got to take care of beforehand. So the Sixers are at home at the Wells Fargo Center. The Kings this season, they've been really, really good and have just been one of the top teams in the Western Conference. This team is 10-7 on the road. They're 23-14. However, they have actually really struggled here at the Wells Fargo Center, and it's been a while since they actually won a game here in Philadelphia. We'll talk about more about that in just a little bit. But Domantas Sabonis, of course, leading the way this season for the Sacramento Kings. He's been a very, very dominant figure, a guy that's averaging 20 points per game and 12.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists as well. He's been really lighting it up, and not just from the field, but specifically from three. Over his last 3 games, he's actually had a total amount of 78 points. He had 24 against the Charlotte Hornets. He had 37, against the Detroit Pistons, and 17 against the Pelicans. but he's had a triple-double in 3 of the 6 games that he's played in this month, which is just absolutely impressive. So he's a guy that can dish the rock. He also is a very good rebounder. When you look back at the Tyrese Halliburton trade that went down a couple of years ago with the Indiana Pacers, it really seems like both teams won that deal, and the Sacramento Kings specifically, they have really gotten such a great player in Domantas Sabonis. But with him, they got De'Aaron Fox too. Mr. Fox, he's averaging 28 points per game. He's shooting 72% from the line. But what's really impressive is that he's shooting 47% from the field, and the 3 ball is actually starting to fall a little bit more too. And the Sixers are going to really need to make sure that they keep the ball out of his hands, and Sabonis too, because that 2-man game that they have together is just absolutely lethal. They have a very good bench with guys like Malik Monk, no Kevin Huerter tonight, but they also have other supporting cast members that can step up too, like Keegan Murray and Harrison Barnes, and Davion Mitchell as well, and Alex Len. So that's just a few to name for them. But tonight, the specific keys for the Sixers, they really need to buckle down on defense. They need to be very physical with the boards. They cannot get out-rebounded by this team. The last time that the Sixers played, they took on the Atlanta Hawks, and it seemed like, even though on the stat sheet they weren't getting out-rebounded by a lot, but the important rebounds and the important loose balls just all went into Atlanta's favor. And I know that we can talk about the poor ref calls and all those types of things, but the bottom line is that Tyrese Maxey, he did foul out, and the Sixers were not able to get the job done. But the reason why is because they just were not as active on the glass as they should have been. What's going on, Andre? How you doing? DFJ, is that you? Is that you, DFJ? What's going on, man? How you doing? Let's do this, Sixers Nation, says Katie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Eric Wallace, how you doing, my guy? Thanks so much for coming on here. I don't know why this is delayed just a little bit. I do apologize about that. I have your thing up on the screen, so, but that is what it is. There we go. He says, hey, JJ. What's up, Jacqueline? How you doing, Jacqueline? Yeah, so there we go. Nice. We have a nice little crowd tonight. That's great. That's awesome. We're hopefully I'm like knocking on wood as we speak that we don't have any sort of problems, freezing problems or anything like that, because I did do some new not like re-engineering, but rerouting of different programs and stuff like that for my Stream Deck. So hopefully we don't have any problems. I really like this new setup that I have, and I think it's really, really awesome. But just hopefully we don't have any problems, because I have a lot of stuff running. But we're testing it out, and the only way to do it is just to literally do it. And that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, Sixers really need to get a W tonight. They've lost all their last 3 games and just have really been struggling shooting the basketball, except for the last game that they played. But they just got to do a better job in so many different areas if they want to win. Here we go. Starting lineups are out right now. So for the Sixers, they got Tyrese Maxey and DeAnthony Melton in the backcourt, Nick Batum and Tobias Harris in the front, and Paul Reed, of course, as the center. And for the Kings, it'll be De'Aaron Fox, Chris Duarte, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, and Domantas Sabonis. So again, Sixers are able to have Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Nick Batum, and then Tobias Harris and Paul Reed. They're all out there for the Sixers. No Kelly Oubre Jr. And for the Sacramento Kings, of course, they got De'Aaron Fox, Chris Duarte, and Keegan Murray, Harrison Barnes, and Domantas Sabonis. So the Sixers are in their red and white uniforms, their home uniforms, with the white letters and the white numbers on both the front and the back. Reed is going up against Domantas Sabonis for the tip-off, and Reed wins it. So the Sixers going from right to left, and they're taking on the Sacramento Kings, who are in their black and purple uniforms with the white letters on the front and the back, and the numbers too. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Batum lets it fly and hits the tray from downtown as Tyrese Maxey was actually in the backcourt, and the Sixers had some miscommunication. They had to scramble for something, and something actually ended up being a three-pointer, so they'll certainly take that. So Sabonis has it at the top of the key. Again, the Sixers really need to do a good job at boxing him out, and he's a very good passer too. He's over at the foul line. He's spinning. He's fading. And the ball stripped by Melton, stolen away by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey to Harris over at the top of the perimeter. He's being double-teamed. He wants to ISO now over Sabonis. The shot is up, and he can't hit it. Batum did tip the rebound. It lands into the hands of Fox. Fox to Murray for 3 from downtown, and we have a tie game. Punch and a counter punch. 10:50 left in the first quarter. Again, the Kings are 23-14. The Sixers are 23-13. Melton tries to take it to the cup of the left hand. It's blocked. Paul Reed gets it back. Reed back out to Harris at the top of the key, being guarded by Fox. He's spinning. He's rolling to the basket. The right-handed layup is no good. And Sabonis comes away with his miss. Sabonis almost threw it away. Sixers are being very active on the defensive side so far in just the first minute and a half, as we have a foul called on, I believe, DeAnthony Melton. So it's 3-3 to start things off here in the first quarter. And the Sixers will play defense again. The Kings going from left to right, and the Sixers going from right to left. The ball's inbounded. There's Sabonis on a drop-off pass back outside to Murray. Murray with 5 seconds left on the shot clock with a little high arcing floater, and he hits it. It was a hooker that he was just able to make it while he was in the air. It was an off-balance shot. Here's Tyrese Maxey, who lets it fly off the dribble and hits the tray from downtown. 2 threes for the Sixers, one by Batum and the other by Maxey, but Tyrese Maxey contributing on both baskets. Sabonis with 1 foot in and out of the three-point line at the top of the circle. He'll find Keegan Murray for 3. That's off the mark. That was from the near corner, and Paul Reed is the one that is active on the glass. Maxey to Melton from wing to wing. Melton on the near wing will take it over towards the lane. A bounce pass inside to Paul Reed, who tried to get the feed but could not finish with the right hand. And the Kings come away with another board. Fox gets the pass tipped. Here's Dwart for 3. It goes in and out on the near wing, and Batum is there. He doesn't even have to jump to catch the rebound. It just landed right into his hands. Maxey trying to go from lane to lane. Gets a little ankle breaker, and the shot's up. Oh, it's no good. Maxey almost able was to put Keegan Murray on skates. Fox on the other end going coast to coast, and he gets it to go with the right hand. And the Kings have a 7-6 lead in just about 3 minutes into this game so far. Melton swings it all the way out to Paul Reed, and it goes into the backcourt. And Maxey will pick it up, but a backcourt violation is called. Melton's pass was way off the mark. It was over towards the right side of Paul Reed, who was standing at the top of the key as Melton was just trying to go inside, and the pass was just way off the mark. 8:43 left in the first quarter, and we have a whistle here, so the Kings will inbound it from the half-court mark over on the near side. So the Sixers are down 7-6. So we have a whistle because they are, I think somebody spilled a beverage over towards the far side near the scorer's table. So the cleanup crew has to go clean that up. Look at all the towels that they have there. I know it's hard. I know you guys can't see, but there's about 5 people over there with a lot of hand towels. So Embiid not playing tonight with left knee inflammation. Kelly Oubre Jr. is out with right big toe soreness. And Covington also out with left knee inflammation too. He's been out for a little bit of time. The Sixers continue to be just a little bit, they continue to lack some depth. And they need to get everybody healthy, that's for sure. Especially if Embiid specifically wants to continue to be in the MVP race. That's a very important thing for them. There's Franklin the dog. He actually had the mop and the broom, and he just handed it off to one of the to one of the cleanup crew members. He was thinking about going out there to clean it up. Speaking of cleaning things up, how about Tobias Harris getting the little strip, and the Sixers not able to clean up the glass, but they're able to get a strip and a steal, and Melton tries to go up with a shot, but he's fouled. I don't think it was in the act of shooting, though. I don't think so. But Tyrese Maxey able to just get the little strip, and the Sixers get the steal. Here's Melton for two off the inbound, and that's off the mark. Sabonis, it goes out on his right hand towards the Sixers baseline, and the Sixers will get a fresh 14 with 8:19 remaining in the first quarter. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Yo, JJ, I'm good to go. Put me in. I don't know what that means, but what's going on, man? There's DFJ. How you doing, my guy? We had another guy named Andre on here. What's up, Andre? I know that De'Aaron Fox will give 0 Fox tonight. Oh my gosh, stop. We can't curse on here, my guy. But I understand. That was funny though. I didn't. Sometimes I gotta just read these things beforehand. But yeah, that is funny. All right, so we have a whistle as the Kings or the Sixers were actually able to get the inbound, but the Sixers will retain possession. There was a foul called. Here's Melton for three on the far wing. Too strong. Batum comes away with another rebound. That's now the fourth offensive rebound on this possession. Maxey to Reed for three on the near corner. No good. And finally, the Kings put an end to the madness on the boards. Fox, step back, three-pointer. Too strong. From the far corner, and Melton climbs the ladder, comes down the chimney, grabs the board. He's on the other side. He swings it out to Maxey over on the near wing. He'll take it over towards the lane and try to finish in traffic. He can't do so. Who's the ball going to be bounced off of? They say that it was last touched by Paul Reed. 3 Kings were over there trying to get the board, and Paul Reed just tipped the rock out of bounds. And it'll be Kings basketball. So the Sixers, they're down 7-6 with 7:36 left in the first quarter. And they're hoping to end what is a 3-game losing streak tonight and just try to take care of business. The Sixers will actually have the basketball. I guess that they overturned the call. That's a little weird. They did signal that it was King's ball. But all right. Here's Harris, who gets the inbound over on the near corner. He gets double-teamed. He's spinning and trying to back up Keegan Murray, and he has his way, and he's fouled. 8-7 Sixers. What a move by Tobias Harris. He tried to post up his defender. Domantas Sabonis got a little piece of his right hand and just reached right in as soon as the foul was called, and Harris will head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. It's 7:52 p.m. Eastern Time as the 76ers are up by 1. Here's Harris on the three-point conversion. It's good as gold, and the Sixers have a 2-point advantage against the Kings. 9-7, Fox has the basketball. He's over on the far wing. No substitutions for both teams just yet. Sabonis at the top of the key with a dribble handoff. Here's a three-point shot that's way off the mark at the top of the key, but it's bounced all the way back out to Domantas Sabonis. The shot was off by Harrison Barnes. Barnes for three again. No. Here's Sabonis again on the offensive rebound, and Paul Reed buys in on a little pump fake, and a foul is called as it was Chris DeWart that was able to try to go up with a little 2, and he just was able to get Paul Reed to buy it on a pump fake, and we talked about it a lot, but Reed really has to be careful about not fouling as much, because even when Joel Embiid was in there, of course, as the starting center, when the playoffs come, you don't want to be fouling a lot as a backup center. That would not be a good thing. First foul shot is up, and it misses. So Dort does not hit that one. But the Sixers have a 2-point lead. Again, in case you are just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Second foul shot is good, and it's a 1-point lead now for the Sixers. Forgot to refresh the scoreboard. There we go. And then we'll have to readjust things. Here's Maxey on a low drive to the basket with the right hand. Way too strong. Reed tips it, but it's stolen away by Murray. It was actually a rebound there. Fox trying to find Sabonis down low. Sabonis goes out of bounds, but he doesn't touch the right. He doesn't get his right foot down. Sabonis now tries to swing it out to a three-point shooter. That's Dort. Dort doesn't shoot. He's on the near wing, and he'll find De'Aaron Fox at the top of the key. Now he's over on the near wing, puts up a three over Maxey, wide right, and the ball's tipped and into the hands of Tobias Harris for the rebound. How about Tobias Harris with a couple of boards? Here's Harris trying to take it right to the cup, and a ferocious dunk by Toby. Hold me back, fam. A right-handed sledgehammer by Tobias Harris, and Mike Brown immediately calls for time. He got past Dwartz and said, I'm going right to the cup, and I'm going to pull down a sledgehammer right in front of you, and that's exactly what he does. Cool. Sometimes I don't know what to make after these little calls that we have. But nice. That was awesome. Very good. I didn't know Toby had that in him. Oh, my gosh. That was a monstrous dunk by Tobias Harris for his standards. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Again, the name is Jason Joseph, and this, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload. All right, let's refresh this, see if this works. I don't think I can refresh this, huh? I guess I can't. That's a little weird. Can I not refresh this? Huh. Maybe I just have to be live in order to do it. I thought I could do it while in this mode, but I guess not. All right, take it off of studio mode. There we go. What's the score? Yep, I updated it. It's 11-8 Philadelphia, but I should say time and score a little bit more. Especially for basketball, because the score always changes. Almost always. All right, let's take a sip of water. Let's put this down. Okay. If you are new, the name is Jason. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We cover Sixers basketball, Eagles football, Flyers hockey, and Phillies baseball. We'll be getting into Flyers after the NFL playoffs are done. So that'll be cool. And then it's not too far away from baseball. That is really wild to say. It's crazy. All right, so the Sixers have a 3-point lead, and that is against the Sacramento Kings. The Sixers so far tonight, well, they're shooting 33% from three. They're just 2 for 6 from downtown. Both threes were made by Nick Batum and Tyrese Maxey to start off the game. And ever since then, they've been 0 for their last 4. So Tobias Harris, we talked about the dunk that he just had. How about a 32-point performance in his last game? He shot 50% from the field and also had a double-double and was able to get over 11 rebounds. And he's been, so far, I mean, over the last couple of games, he's starting to get back into a little bit of a groove. And, well, this is really when, as a lot of Sixers media members have talked about, you know, it might be a good time to try to trade him because his value is high. But he is able to provide some veteran leadership for sure for the Sixers too. So even if the Sixers were to keep him, they would still definitely be a contender for sure. So Harris goes to the line for one more as he was fouled after the dunk, and he makes the free throw. It's 12-8 Sixers as they lead it by 4. So the Kings have Sabonis, Barnes, Murray, Fox, and Dort still out there. Here's a 3-point shot by Fox, and he can't hit it from the far corner. Rebound goes to Sabonis, outlet pass, or a pass towards the top of the key to Dort, and he gets called for a travel. Tried to take it right towards the lane and finish it at the rim, but he just picked up. He actually just walked too much. So that was a big call. Yep, 1, 2, 3. 12-8 Sixers. 5:45 left in the first quarter. Sixers again going from right to left. Here's Maxey on the drive to the basket. How about the unselfish pass to Harris, and he's fouled again. I didn't know that Tyrese Maxey was going to pass it. He actually caught me off guard with a little bit of wizardry. He just took it right towards the lane, and had a no-look pass to Toby. He knew exactly where he was as the double team was coming. Murray was on him, and then De'Aaron Fox had to kind of pick his poison, and so he decided to foul Harris. Harris going to the line for two. He does convert on the first free throw. And now some substitutions for both teams. Patrick Beverley comes in. Alex Len will sub in for Harrison Barnes. Kobe Jones will head on in for Domantas Sabonis. And Malik Monk will come on in too for De'Aaron Fox. And so will Trey Lyles as he subs in for Chris Dewart. So a lot of changes for the Sacramento Kings. It's Murray, Lyles, Len, Monk, and Jones. And the second foul shot is good by Harris. And the Sixers have a 6-point lead. And the Kings, they haven't scored a field goal in over 3.5 minutes. There we go. A little drop-off pass inside on the pick and roll from Monk all the way to Len. And that's good. Malik Monk getting the apple right there as the Sixers are up by 4. It's 14-10 now. Harris at the top of the key. And he'll hand it off to Tyrese Maxey over at the Wells Fargo Center sign. He'll try to take it right towards the lane. The shot goes up. He's fouled by Len. And he'll head to the line for 2 free throws. So the refs for tonight's game, forgot to mention that we have Tyler Ford, we have Mitchell Irvin, and Scott Wall all out there as the officials for tonight's Sixers basketball game as they take on, again, the Sacramento Kings. I want to know from you guys, all right, if you have not answered the trivia question, or not the trivia question, the poll that I put up there, please make sure that you do so. First foul shot's good by Maxey. Mo Bamba will be coming in for Paul Reed. Tobias Harris will also take a seat, and Marcus Morris Sr. will be his replacement. 5:08 left in the first quarter. The Sixers are also in the bonus, mind you, so any foul committed by the Kings in the rest of this quarter will result in Sixers foul shots. They're 6 for 6 from the line as Maxey does hit both free throws. Here's Len on a little dribble handoff to Monk. Monk stops on a dime, pulls up for 2, and connects from the near elbow. Just inside the free throw line. It's 16-12 now. Maxey gets past the logo. Will try to take it over towards the left side of the lane, and he'll go up with the left hand, and he's fouled again. Boy, Tyrese Maxey has really been, he's been getting a lot of contact, and good for him, just being very aggressive and trying to just stand his ground and make his presence known as a driver to the basket. And credit to Nick Nurse for helping him in that regard too. But Maxey doing a very good job at just trying to make some foul shots and get to the line. And he does hit the first free throw, and that puts the Sixers up by 5. So we were talking about it a little bit ago as the Sacramento Kings, well, the last time that they actually won in Philadelphia, you have to go back to 2019. So they have lost their last 6 games here in Philadelphia. Maxey does make his second foul shot. And here come the Kings on the other side. Again, the Kings in their black and white uniforms and a little bit of purple coming down the sides of the sleeves. Here we go as a little runner is up by Monk, and he can't hit it. Nick Batum does get the rebound. Somebody falls on the floor for the Sixers. Hopefully they're okay. Tyrese Maxey over at the top of the key. It was Marcus Morris Sr., so he's back in the picture right now. Maxey on the drive again. No-look pass to Beverley for 3 on the near corner. It's a little bit short. Batum couldn't get the rebound. Instead, it lands into the hands of Alex Len. But Tyrese Maxey, again, just doing a good job at facilitating the basketball. Monk trying to go into the lane, and he gets the 2 to go with the underhanded scoop over towards the right side of the lane. So it's 18-14, Sixers up by 4. 3:40 remaining in the first. Beverley at the top of the key. He'll swing it to Maxey. Maxey dribbles over towards the right side. He's at the top of the key himself. He backs up. He lets it fly. It's a little short, and Len comes away with the rebound again for Sacramento. Monk at the top of the perimeter, dribbles around the screen, set by Len, and he can't hit the 3 from the near wing. However, there's an offensive rebound as Len crashes the board. He'll dish it out to a three-point shooter by Kobe Jones over towards the near corner, and he can't hit it. Beverly with the rebound. Maxey trying to go into the lane again. It's stripped and stolen away by the Kings. Jones gets the steal. Jones inside to Len. Len trying to put up a shot, and he gets that one to go. Oh, man, he got the friendly bounce right there and just made it look so easy. That was actually Trey Lyles. I beg your pardon. 18-16, 2:45 remaining in the first quarter. Sixers only up by 2 now. Beverly swings it to Batum. Batum, he thought about shooting, but at the very last second, he bounced past it to Bamba, and Bamba gets fouled by Trey Lyles. So we have a loose ball foul on Kobe Jones. Trey Lyles looked like he reached in too, but Jones was also in on the action, and Mike Brown wants to talk things over as we have a timeout called by the Kings. It's 18-16 Philadelphia with 2:38 remaining in the first quarter. Do you think De'Aaron Fox will have a 28 or more point? What's a PRA? I'm still getting used to points, rebounds, and assists. Okay, I figured it out for myself. 28 or more points, rebounds, or assists. Oh, dude, that shouldn't even be a bet. He's probably gonna have over 20 points. He's averaging 22. So if he gets I don't know. Let's see how much he averages. Let's look at that again. So De'Aaron Fox this season averaging 28 points per game. He's 6th in the league in scoring. So there you have it right there. 28 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. So on average, if you do the math, that's 38. So if you're talking about total points, rebounds, and assists, he should definitely get over 20. That's without a doubt, unless he gets injured, God forbid. But, yeah. Oh, boy. All right, hit that thumbs up button. We got 29 people on here watching. I appreciate you all so much for being here. Please tell your friends about this channel, and let's get more and more people to join the Play-by-Play with JJ family. All right, we do Sixers basketball, Eagles football, and Phillies baseball on here. We try to be very consistent, and we have a really good time. You know, that's really what it is. We try to do it traditional radio style, but we like to have other people come in and comment their thoughts, and we like to display your thoughts on the screen because that's just what we do. 15 thumbs up buttons. Let's get to 30 because we got 27 people on here watching, and I'm sure not all 27 of you have hit that thumbs up button. So just get on out of here for a quick second. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And, yeah, let's help our numbers grow. So Marcus Morris Sr., I wanted to talk a little bit about this, but he was honored today and was given the keys to Philadelphia, had a really big emotional speech, and it was just so nice to be able to see that emotional side from him, and his parents were there as well, and he was able to just deliver a very good speech. And you know, him and Markieff have just grown up, of course, in the Philadelphia area, and they've really given back a lot to the city. Of course, Marcus Morris Sr. too. There was actually what was it? I lost it for a second, but yeah. So he got honored today, and the Sixers were able to definitely be there for him, and he got very emotional. So that was really awesome. So I wanted to also talk about how Taryn Hatcher talked about this. She actually tweeted this out a little bit ago. She said that the Sixers Youth Foundation, quote, auction is live now, which is really awesome. And Kate and Ala were holding up their shoes that they had. It looks really nice. And this the shoe that she was holding in the picture was signed by Shaq. It was a Shaq sneaker, and it's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. All right, so both foul shots are good by Mo Bamba. He got fouled before the timeout was called, and it's now 19-16 as he hits both free throws. Monk trying to drive it to the lane and passes it, but it's stolen away by Bamba. Here's Marcus Morris Sr. over towards the near wing. He'll try to back down his defender. His defender's Juan Toscano Anderson. Goes up with a jumper. Can't hit it. Bamba trying to tip it back up and in, and they're going to say that it goes as it goes out of bounds, it'll be Sixers basketball. 19-16 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Beverly has to find Harris, and that's what he does. Harris does get the inbound. He'll be over at the near elbow. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He puts up a 2 at the foul line and hits it over Toscano Anderson. Tobias Harris, 10 points. And the only other Sixer in the lineup that just has a point is Mo Bamba. That's it. 21-16. And here we go. The Sixers do get the rebound again. 1:48 left in the first quarter. Harris again with the right hand. Puts it up and puts it in. A little runner by Tobias Harris. He has been absolutely lethal in this first quarter. 4 for 6 from the field. Hasn't even shot a 3 yet. Toscano Anderson with a triple as he throws down a flamethrower and hits the tray again. Toscano Anderson, of course, the former Golden State Warrior. Here's Harris for 3, and he puts it up, but he's fouled. He is fouled. I think that Toscano Anderson gets called for the foul that time on the little shooting foul that was. So it wasn't the act of shooting, and Harris should be going to the line to shoot 3 free throws. Unless his right foot was on the line, I couldn't tell. Nope, they're going to say it's 2 because his foot was on the line, so he wasn't able to watch his footing. 12 points for him, 4 for 6 from the field, as we just mentioned, and the guy that's coming off of a big performance in his last game, over 30 points for him, is able to knock down his first foul shot, and he now has 13 points. He scored 13 of the Sixers' 24 in this first quarter. There's Joel Embiid again out tonight with a knee contusion, a left knee contusion, but we look at the MVP numbers, 34.5 points, which is still first in the NBA. And he's averaging 11.8 rebounds and about 6 assists per game, which is a career high for him. Both foul shots are good by Harris, who has 14. The rest of the team now with 11. Sabonis, Fox, Lyles, Toscano Anderson, and Monk all out there for the Kings. And another whistle on the Sixers. So we have a foul called on Daniel House Jr. So Morris wanted to make sure that I capitalized on this, but both the Morris brothers, they were recognized for their charity and philanthropic work that they've done around the city. So they started the Family Over Everything Foundation, which is an organization that assists members of, quote, underserved communities in Philadelphia and other cities. And that's absolutely huge. You know, he's been very involved with different types of charities as well. And for him to get honored, that really is just absolutely incredible. 25-19, Sixers up by 6. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sixers have the basketball. Harris will find Patrick Beverly. Beverly tries to take it to the lane. He stops on his pivot foot, puts up a baby hook, and gets it to go with the right hand. He got Toscano Anderson on skates. He didn't know what he was going to do. He had a little baby hook pump fake, if you will. Here's Toscano Anderson trying to drive it to the lane. It's blocked by Mo Bamba, and the Sixers have it back. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 18 on the shot clock. Beverly gets the offense set. He's at the top of the key, dribbles over towards the right side, and he'll try to take it right to the cup, and he gets the right hand to go again. 4 straight points by Patrick Beverly. 29-19, shot clock unplugged. Kings have it. It's Malik Monk over at the Sixers logo. 10 seconds left to go. He's not even moving. 8 seconds. 7. Now he gets it over towards the top of the key. He'll dish it out to Sabonis. Sabonis back out to a shot that's up by Fox, and he can't hit it. However, he is fouled. De'Aaron Fox with 1.1 seconds to go in the first quarter. That's also going to put the Sacramento Kings in the bonus. But it really doesn't matter because it's just 1 second. So Beverly got called for the shooting foul, and Fox is rewarded for 2 free throws. He does make the first one. And it's 29-20. Sixers have to keep pace. Yes, they do. The Celtics are showing signs of a first-round exit with how they've been playing. Second foul shot's good, too. Here's Harris on the inbound. He'll try to hand it off to Beverly. Beverly can't even get a shot off as he didn't even get any sort of breathing room for Monk. And that's going to do it. 29-21. The Sixers are up by 8 as we go into the second quarter at the Wells Fargo Center against the Sacramento Kings. All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back. And please do not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. Be right back very, very soon. All right, we're back here. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We need one more subscriber to get to 1,620. Tell your friends about this channel. And if you know any other Sixers fans, let's get them involved with the Play-by-Play with JJ community and get them to come on here. What are y'all waiting for? So the Sixers, again, they are taking on the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are 23-14 on the season, and the Sixers are 23-13. So they are in Philadelphia. Tobias Harris against the Kings has actually averaged 21 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 4 assists in 9 games against the Sacramento Kings, and that's without Joel Embiid. So that is a very interesting stat. In his last game against the Kings, he was able to this was without Embiid. He was able to get 17 points in 25 minutes, along with 5 rebounds and 6 assists as well. So here's Mo Bamba, a guy that's averaging 8.5 minutes per game, 4 points and 3 boards, and he is the backup center tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers. Cool. Just wanted to ask, could you guys hear me while I was on those other screens just now? Please let me know. I think that you guys should hear me, but I would just like to get confirmation about that. 29-21. Sixers start off quarter number 2. They're up by 8. It's Fox, Sabonis, Lyles, Vezenkov, and Monk all out there for the Kings. 3-point shot is no good, and the Kings are not able to get it to go. The Sixers can't answer on the other end. Mo Bamba can't make the bucket. Sabonis back out to 3-point shot by Lyles, and that misses. Sabonis gets the offensive rebound, but they're going to have a whistle here. And it's on Mo Bamba. Bamba tried to swipe it, and he gets called for the reach. So Domantas Sabonis hasn't even scored a point and had 5 rebounds in that he had 4 rebounds in the first quarter, 5 here. He'll dish it out to a 3-point shot that's way off the mark by De'Aaron Fox, and another offensive rebound by Sabonis himself. Man, that is where the Kings are really hurting the Sixers in the rebounding department. Monk dishes it out to Fox. Fox tries to part the Red Sea, can't finish it again. Sabonis, he gets fouled by the Sixers, and another offensive board for Sacramento. And oh man, he has just been a one-man wrecking crew on the glass. Daniel House Jr., Marcus Morris Sr., Mo Bamba, Patrick Beverly, and Tyrese Maxey all out there for the Sixers. So the Kings will inbound it. Here's again Lyles kicking it out to Sabonis. Sabonis dishes it out to a three-point shot that's up and in by Lyles. Again, just a little two-man game between the both of them. Lyles was at the top of the perimeter, and he converted. Second chance points for the Kings, just 4 and 5 for the Sixers. Here's Maxey on a handoff to Bamba for 3 at the top of the key, and he hits it. Another dish by Tyrese Maxey. And the Sixers answer back with a triple of their own. 32-24. Monk for 3. It's way too strong. And another offensive rebound. This time it's Sasha Vezenkov that's able to get the board. Vezenkov gets it at the top of the far wing. Gets Maxey on skates. Gets the ball back from Domantas Sabonis from the lane. And he puts it up, and 1.3 seconds are left on the shot clock as Bamba is able to block Sasha's shot. That is a tongue twister. Sasha's shot. How about that? Sometimes you just don't know until you start speaking. 1 second to go as the Kings get the inbound. There's a shot by Sasha, and he can't hit it. Maxey on the other end, over at the top of the key, tries to take it right to the cup. He's assertive, but Sabonis blocks him, and Maxey's down on the other end. It's 5-on-4 basketball. Lyles for 3. In and out it goes again. Sasha Vezenkov gets the rebound. It's intercepted, though, by Maxey. And Maxey tries to take it to the cup with the right hand. He got it. He got it. Tyrese Maxey again with the 2 as he finished in traffic. So Vezenkov tried to swing it out to De'Aaron Fox. It was actually, I think, it was to Trey Lyles, and it was intercepted by Maxey. Maxey again for 3 on the offensive side. Oh, he connects. Tyrese Maxey in takeover flight mode. 12 points for the kid. He's 2 for 4 from downtown and 3 for 8 from the field, and a timeout immediately called by Mike Brown. An 8-3 outburst here in the second quarter. It's 37-24 with 9:22 remaining in the first half. That's it. That's hardcore for all. There we go. A little bit behind on the action, but that's all right. Get back into it. I'm trying to, the one thing is that I'm trying to, and this is the hard thing about basketball, I'm trying to figure out when I can provide some sort of color and then get back to the play-by-play. Because sometimes when you're just focusing all on the play-by-play, it gets a little bit annoying because sometimes it's just like, why would you do it in this certain spot here, especially to start off the second quarter, and you do a little bit more of the color commentary. I mean, the play-by-play is obviously the number one thing, but sometimes I think that there's a little bit too much of it, and you can back down a little bit, and I'm trying to find a way to just balance it, Try to get more information. So, you get lost in it. I get lost in what? The play-by-play? Yeah, I do. I do get lost in it. It's hard. It's not so easy, but we have fun. We definitely have fun. If you are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph. If you're watching on Restream or on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, or any of those other social media platforms, hop on over to YouTube. And if you don't want to, you can feel free to follow me on all the social medias as well. You can go to the LINKTREE, or if you exit out of Facebook, if you exit out of the live stream, you should be able to find my page and my YouTube link on my homepage if you click on my homepage, if you click on my profile, that is. So I encourage you all to do that. I will not read your comments. I'm not looking at your comments if you're on Facebook, Twitter, or any other platform. So that's why I encourage you all to come onto YouTube. So it's just a lot of screens to look at. If you just subscribed to my channel too, comment who you are down below. We just got to 1,620 subs. Let's go. Nice. Very, 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 very nice. That's what we like to see. So Tyrese Maxey over on the bench just for a quick second as he gets up. He was actually over at the scorer's table, just taking a very quick seat. But Tyrese was able to just get a nice three-point shot off of the assist by Patrick Beverley. And, man, first quarter, he started off really strong. He was being very aggressive, going right to the cup, getting fouled in the lane, and drawing those fouls. And now it's just, he started off the quarter a little bit slow, but now he's getting into it. And he's certainly getting a feel for himself as well. 37-24. The Kings are just 2 for 12 from 3, and they're a very good three-point shooting team. So Fox gets the inbound. Here's Lyles on a little baby hook. It's blocked by Maxey and Beverly. Maxey for 3 on the other end at the top of the key. Yes! 40-24. That was actually Patrick Beverly that hit the shot. Oh, boy, an 11-0 run by Philadelphia. There's a 2 by Fox on a pull-up jumper, and he gets the J to fall from the near elbow. 40-26. So that was not Maxey that made the shot. That was Beverly that did it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, come on. The broadcasting jitters are still in me. Beverly to Maxey at the top of the key. Maxey back to Beverly on the far wing for 3. It's a little bit short. Reed tries to tip it up and in. Can't do so. He falls flat on his face, and we have a foul called on Sabonis. Man, he lost the headband and everything, and Marcus Morris Sr. says, I got you, little fella. And he's able to get the headband up there, too. That was actually Reed and Maxey on the defensive side that were able to get a little piece of the rock. It's kind of like in football when you have 2 guys that are able to get to the quarterback or 2 guys that make a tackle on the play. They've recorded as half for each. That probably should be a thing for basketball, too. Half a block for both players. So Sabonis does have 3 personal fouls. You got to be careful about that. Sixers have the ball. Patrick Beverly with a bounce pass inside to Morris Sr. Morris Sr. with a turnaround jumper. No. Harris with the rebound. Nobody was on him. Puts it up and in with the right hand. Harris and Maxey combined have scored 28 points, and that's even more than the Kings' total points that they've had. 42-28 as a layup was good by Fox on the other side. Here's Beverly taking it from the far corner towards the baseline. A bounce pass to Reed over at the foul line extended. They swing it out around the timeline. The ball finds Maxey. Maxey goes up with the right hand in the lane. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. He loses it. It goes out of bounds, and it was stripped by Malik Monk. It ricocheted off of Maxey's right knee and went out of bounds towards the Sixers baseline. And it'll be Kings ball, 13-7 run to start off the quarter for the Sixers. 7 turnovers by the Kings. Here's Murray again as he backs up from the far wing, and he'll take it all the way to the logo. Malik Monk at the top of the key being guarded by Maxey. He'll dribble over towards the right side, dishes it out again to Murray for 3. Far wing again, and the Kings just continued the struggle from downtown. Harris over on the far wing. What's he going to do? He'll find Maxey at the top of the key. Maxey to Beverly. Beverly with a little floater. It's too strong. Reed with the offensive rebound and the follow-through. Paul Reed with the left-handed baby hook is able to get it to go. It's 44-28 Sixers. Sabonis drives it to the basket. They swing it around the timeline. The ball finds Murray again for 3, and Keegan Murray hits it from 26 feet at the top of the perimeter. 6:48 remaining in the second quarter. Man, oh man, the Kings have, even though they've been struggling from 3, they're not afraid to shoot it. Speaking of shooting, Paul Reed puts up an elbow jumper, and he hits it 46-31. Kings, can they answer back? No, they cannot. Trey Lyles missed it from 26 feet. Beverly gets the rebound. Beverly inside to Reed. It's deflected and stolen away by De'Aaron Fox. Boy, he is an absolute incredible defender. Fox with a drop-off pass inside to Sabonis, and he throws it down for 2. That's the first 2 points scored by Domantas Sabonis tonight. It took him about 18 minutes in game time to get on the scoreboard. So he's just has 2 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 personal fouls. Here's Maxey again over at the Wells Fargo Center sign. And he'll hand it off to Harris at the top of the perimeter. Harris taking on Fox. He's trying to push and shove his way towards the rim. The right-handed baby hook is up, And Domantas Sabonis says he's had enough of Tobias Harris and gets the rebound. Murray to Fox. Fox back to Murray. That was to Monk. Sabonis inside. Tries to find Murray as he bobbles it. And it's stripped and stolen away again by the Sixers. A 3-on-2. Beverly with the handoff to Harris. He throws it down. 48-33 as the Sixers explode and are able to get another dunk on a drive by Tobias Harris. 21 points in just less than halfway done this second quarter. That is incredible. We're actually over halfway done, but still, in about 1.5 quarters, he has 21 points. And that's the point. No pun intended. Oh, boy. What's up, Mike? You're back? Oh, you're back. What's going on, man? 48-33 with 5:27 remaining in quarter number 2. Mike Brown did call a timeout. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. I think I forgot to do that, but all right, no hard feelings. It's all good. J-Rep says, you the man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. I'm sorry I missed that comment, but thanks so much for subscribing to the channel, my guy. It really means a lot to me. If you guys, again, have any family members or friends that want to get more involved with the channel that love tuning into the Phillies, the Sixers, or the Eagles, that's why we're on here all the time. We try to get reps, and we want to get better at calling games, and we want to also give you guys a very high-quality professional type of a play-by-play call. Unfortunately, some of you guys don't have cable. Some of you guys don't have radio. And, some of you just want to have another sort of a medium where you can listen to the Sixers game, but come on here and have fun. Some of you are at work and are not able to pay attention to the game. So, we have to be the eyes and the ears for sure for this whole entire broadcast. And we get better each time we do it in a lot of different ways. So, again, I appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have given me over the last year for sure. If you are new, the backstory is that I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I am from Voorhees, actually, and I went to school at Rowan University and majored in sports broadcasting. And I wanted to start a channel in December of last year. That's when I did it. We really started the channel back in November, but I was going to use it as more of a real type of a thing, for my play-by-play cast and stuff. But I wanted to just start off a channel and just get reps because that's the name of the business. I've been told by a lot of people that you got to get reps. You have to get reps. And this, to me, is like shoot-around. We're going into the batting cage. This is the lab. It's my bedroom. We got a virtual background on here. And this is how we practice. And it's a win-win for all of you. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Marsha? Marsha. What's going on? Oh, man. His son's car broke down. So, whose son's car broke down? Your son's car broke down on 295? Oh, my gosh. Is that correct? I enjoy your broadcast. Some live or some of us live out of town. That's the other thing, too. You know what I'm saying? At work, can't comment much, but I'm listening full in. That's Chris Kelly. He's the best. Y'all are the best. Welcome to everybody that's new to the channel. 48-33, 5:20 left in the second quarter. Kings have the ball. Domantas Sabonis with a bounce pass to Keegan Murray over at the Wells Fargo Center sign on the near wing. A bounce pass inside to Sabonis. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Harris deflects it. It goes into the hands of Murray. Murray back to Sabonis. Sabonis swings it around the timeline. 3-point shot is up, and it's good at the top of the key by Keon Ellis. Ellis is able to hit a 3 with the shot clock expiring. I don't know how he got it off in time, but he did. 48-36, Batum back in for the Sixers. He tries to find Harris. Harris puts it up. It's blocked again by Keegan Murray, and it's stolen away as well. They say that Murray got the rebound and the block. Harrison Barnes trying to dish it around the timeline. It's stolen away again by DeAnthony Melton. Melton with the perimeter defense as he has it at the top of the key. They swing it around. It finds Batum. Batum to Harris on the low block. Harris gets by his defender and dunks it again. It is Dunk City for the Philadelphia 76ers tonight, as they have absolutely exploded at the rim. Fox for three, wide open, two shorts. Sabonis tips it out. It's volleyballed all the way back out to De'Aaron Fox. Fox stops on a dime, tries to swing it out to Barnes for three again on the far corner, and the former Golden State Warrior doesn't even hit the rim. Maxey gets the rebound. He stops as Sabonis is on him. Here's Paul Reed over towards the cup as he tries to find Batum, and Batum throws it down on the little alley-oop pass, all started by Paul Reed. 52-36, and the fans absolutely love the offense that the Sixers have provided tonight. Sabonis again on the dribble handoff, only 2 points for him. Finds Murray. Murray's two is a little short again, and Maxey comes away with rebound number 3. Harris on the far wing, being guarded by Harrison Barnes. A screen comes by Batum. He goes over towards the left side. Now he's being guarded by De'Aaron Fox, a guy that's 5 inches smaller than him. Here's Batum for three on the catch and shoot. Oh, he hits it from another area code. It was from the far corner. It's 55-36. Sabonis on a drive to the basket. It's stripped. It goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by Sabonis, as it goes out of bounds towards the Kings baseline. And man, oh man, the Sixers defense gets another stop. Sabonis absolutely furious. It's 55-36 as the Sixers lead it by 19. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half. Harris dishes it out to Batum again for three. It goes in and out, but it somehow finds its way and rattles back in. Everything is hitting for the Sixers. The dunks and the threes. Reed blocks it on the low block. Harrison Barnes on the follow-through. It's good again. 2:20 left in the second quarter. Lots of action in Philadelphia. 2:15 now. Maxey hands it off to Reed. Reed with a handoff to Batum. Batum back to Maxey. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey's at the logo. He's being guarded by Sabonis. Tries to work around him and tries to save it, but they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds over towards the Sixers sideline. And Embiid is like, what are you doing? As he sits over on the bench in his purple shirt. So Maxey does step out of bounds. The Sixers have matched their point total from the first quarter. They have put up 29 points in each quarter so far. Murray gets it at the top of the near wing, and Keegan Murray fires the three and hits it. That was in the face of Nick Batum, and that's not so easy. He's a guy that can really hit a lot of threes. But the Kings are just 6 for 24, and they're shooting at a 25% clip rate. 58-41. Here's Harris as he gets it on the low block. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Melton at the top of the key. Step back three-pointer in the face of Keegan Murray. It's intercepted. It was actually rebounded by the Kings. Keon Ellis with a bad pass as it's stolen away and intercepted by Reed. 10 turnovers by the Kings. Here's Maxey again, dribbling over towards the right side, tries to part the Red Sea, goes up with the contact. He wanted a foul call. He won't get it. But man, oh man, what a finish by Maxey with that right underhanded scoop. Barnes on a pump fake. He'll take it over towards the baseline. It's blocked by Batum, but he's going to get called for the foul. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that was not a foul. Oh, man. Batum played really good defense, and, man, that's just... I mean, the Sixers, they're up by 19, but you want to still just carry that momentum, and that was not a foul. Watching it in real time, but we play on. It's 60-42 as Barnes does make the first foul shot. And he'll try to go 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. But Maxey's finish out in transition. He tried to go up with the right hand, and as soon as he was in midair, right towards about, I'd say, 2 feet in front of the basket, he just got the little left-handed layup to go and got the defender to switch up on him, and nobody saw that coming. Both foul shots are good by Barnes. Lots of dribble handoffs by the Sixers. Here's Maxey at the logo. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Dribbles over towards the far wing. He's at the three-point line. He lets it fly for three. Oh, it's nothing but net for Maxey. It's 63-43 as Maxey hits the three. Barnes for three on the other end. Yes. He answers back with a triple of his own, and it's 63-46. Melton hands it back off to Tyrese again. Maxey's three was from 26 feet. It looked like it was even further. Maxey getting double-teamed, a lot of attention coming his way. They swing it around the timeline. Batum finds Reed inside, and he throws it down with another dunk. Paul Reed gets the feed and throws it down the hatch. 13 seconds to go as the shot clock is unplugged. It's 65-46 as the Sixers have exploded with a lot of shots. Lewis for three on the near corner, no good. He tried to get it to go. Lyles with the rebound, and that's going to do it. The shot won't even count. It was no good anyways, but the Sixers have a 19-point advantage against the Kings as they go into halftime, leading it 65-46. All because of Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey, who have a combined 40 points between the pair. And we'll go into halftime, and we'll talk more about this team when we go into the half. But man, oh man, what do you guys have to say about that first half? That is absolutely wild. What is good, Mike? How you doing? How's Mike doing? Oh my gosh. Breeze, what's up? The Dixon Way Raids here. Oh, we love you all. Magic Man, what's up, Dixon Way? We're showing love. Oh, man, we love you too, man. Thanks so much for coming on here. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, hitting that subscribe button, we appreciate and love each and every one of you, man. We call Sixers basketball games. We do Phillies baseball games and Eagles football on here. And we've been doing this for about a year now with this channel, and we've definitely had a lot of really cool growth for sure. Morgantown. I was thinking of Morgantown, the town that's like on the way to Harrisburg when I went to go see my grandma and when I go to see my aunt. That's what I was thinking of. Morgantron Prime is here. What's going on, man? Hide the kids. It's a raid. Oh gosh. It was a good half, Hardcore for All says. Absolutely. I wish that this chat wasn't so delayed. That's a little annoying, but again, thank you all so much. Bart, I can't forget about Bart. Oh, Bart's here. What's up, Bart? Thanks so much for coming on, man. Dixon Way Raid, you are the best. You guys, I love you all so much. And Dixon, man, you are a grinder, and I appreciate the work ethic that you have with your channel. You've been putting out a lot of content, and I've been very impressed with what you've been able to do. But it also doesn't shock me because you're the Dixon Way, and you know, like, you are really talented at what you do. So I just wanted to make sure that I gave you your flowers because you definitely deserve it, man. 1,000%. Sits and has a Phillies special, says Houston to Dave. What's up, man? Thanks for coming on. Michael Boyd. Oh, boy. It's good to see you smile, my guy. Haven't seen you on here in a little bit, so it's nice to have you back. We all missed you. 35 people on here watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Algo Gang, do your thing. I just wanted to play that. I really didn't have any sort of a reason to do that. Man, this I gotta tell you, like, let's weigh out all these positives for the Sixers tonight. First of all, they're shooting the three ball very well. They've been hitting a lot of their three-point shots. The passing has been absolutely flawless. The Kings look like that they're out of sorts, but the Sixers are really capitalizing on their turnovers. Just 10 total turnovers for the Kings, just 4 for the Sixers. But they've been able to they've just been able to do really good on the fast break. They have 10 fast break points, but it seems like that they should have more, but they have really just been absolutely dominant on all assets. They're shooting 50% from 3. They're 11 for 12 from the foul line, and they're 8 for 16 from downtown. So there's the biggest difference of the game. The Kings are 7 for 27. After the Sixers actually hit their first 2 threes, they actually ended up missing at least their next 4, but then they got back into a little bit of a rhythm and have just been able to cruise their way in. The one thing I want to see them do a better job at tonight is getting more rebounds, but the thing that's been helping them for sure is not only the shooting on the offensive side, but the fact that the Kings have just been turning the ball over a lot, and some of that is a credit to the Sixers' perimeter defense and also doing a good job at guarding those passing lanes. I can't discredit them for that, but you would still like to try to see them get more rebounds. Domantas Sabonis had a little run himself where he had 3 offensive rebounds on just one drive or on one possession and was able to finally help the Kings get a bucket there, and that's why they're staying afloat, if you will, in this game. So that's really what it comes down to. Sixers do have 8 steals. The Kings have 2. Sixers also have 6 blocks, and a lot of the blocks tonight, of course, you got Mo Bamba that has a couple. Paul Reed has also had a few himself. And one of the blocks actually went to Tyrese Maxey, and that was a really big block, and I think it was on De'Aaron Fox at the time. But Bamba has 3 blocks, 1 steal, 4 points, 2 rebounds. He's been a +7 off the bench for the Sixers. The only guy in the plus-minus category for the Sacramento Kings is Colby Jones, and he's coming off the bench. He's just played in 3 minutes, but that's the only guy in plus figures for Sacramento, which is absolutely wild when you really think about it. JJ's breaking it all down. Mo, he says, yep, Mo is doing a good job tonight, and sometimes you never know what you're going to get, but tonight you're getting a very good quality, a very good production quality out of Mo Bamba and Tobias Harris. Let's just continue to give him a lot of praise because he has been very, very dominant, just scoring the basketball, getting some really good defensive stops, and even though he's not rebounding the ball at a very good rate for the Sixers, he's just been all over the court and has been a dog tonight on both sides of the court. 23 points, 8 for 12 from the field. He made his only 3 and has been perfect from the line. He's 6 for 6, and that's not something that you see a lot from Tobias Harris this season. You haven't seen him gone to the line 6 times and a half, and that is definitely a very good thing, and he deserves his flowers in that regard. Plus 17 from the field, 2 steals, 1 block, 2 assists for him as well. The Sixers, overall, the ball movement tonight has really been very fluid, and I was wondering if we were going to get a game without Embiid where this team could actually do a good job at swinging the basketball around. And it seems like it's very seamless, and it's also very, what's the right word? Not just fluid, but it just looks like, it looks like when they're playing basketball out there that they know where everybody's going to be, and they're executing it on an A. I would say I would give them an A for their execution so far on both sides. As a third, fourth option, I'm okay. For Mo, Mo, with all due respect to Mo, man, if he's your fourth scoring option, that's probably not a good thing. But that's interesting that you say that. That's funny. The bench tonight just combined as 8 points, but look at how they've been doing in other categories. 4 of them belong to Mo Bamba. 4 of them, the other 4, are in Patrick Beverley's favor. But Beverley, I don't think he's gotten enough credit. He has 4 assists. He has 4 rebounds. It seems like that he, too, was another guy that really caused a lot of problems for De'Aaron Fox and also just Trey Lyles as well. Fox today is 1 for 5 from 3. And this guy, I mean, when you take a look at the season stats, this is a guy who has been a very good three-point shooter this year. He's shooting 39%, which is his career high. Last year he shot 32.5% from downtown. The year before that, he was just 29.7, and that's way below the league average. But he's been more efficient from 3, and tonight that just has not been the case. He's played in 21 minutes, has 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, and he's minus 22. Minus 22 on the court, which is not a good thing when you take a look at the plus-minus category. Sometimes the plus-minus is a category where you're just like, it doesn't really matter as much tonight. But then there's other times where it's like, well, this definitely makes a lot of sense. And it's an interesting stat for sure. Sometimes it's useful. Sometimes it's really not. What's up, Larry? No Embiid and no Oubre, no problem, says Larry. Oh, Larry's here. The party can start. I can't understand why the Ninja Chat is delayed, but that is very unfortunate. What is up, Larry? Thanks so much for coming on here. That is awesome. Hardcore wants to say hi for sure. Another raid? Another raid? Oh, Mike. So wait. So Mike, is your son okay? DFJ says I didn't expect this from both teams. I don't think anybody did, but I will say this, DFJ. You did expect sometime that the Sixers were actually going to shoot better from three, and that one of their days it was just going to come, because this team is too good from the three to put up poor shooting nights. My gosh. So they really struggled last week, and tonight it seems like it's a much different story. So Mike, wait, was that your son, man? I didn't get the rest of the follow through. Mine, yeah, thank God for AAA. Oh my gosh. I hope everything's all right, man. Seriously. I really do hope everything's okay. Thoughts and prayers. I'm happy that he's physically okay, but hopefully he doesn't have any sort of post injuries or anything like that. That's tough. That's really tough. Anyhow, let's take a look at the scoreboard. So the Sixers, of course, they lead at 65-46 at halftime against the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are 23-14. They're 10-7 on the road, and all their starters are out. Sabonis and Fox combined just have 13 points. Sabonis has only put up 2. That's it in 18 minutes. So that is he's really been struggling. He also has 3 turnovers as well. Everybody in the starting lineup for the Kings has at least 1 turnover. Let that sink in too. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense because they have 10, but still, that is definitely something that you should for certain keep your eye on. All right, so here we go. So we're taking a look at the scoreboard, the out-of-town scoreboard. The Indiana Pacers are up by 6 against the Atlanta Hawks. It's 68-62. Third quarter, just about ready to get started. Again, the Hawks were able to beat the Sixers in their last game. And the Houston Rockets are down 60-55 in Detroit against the Pistons. That's 10:46 remaining in the third quarter of that game. And then the Miami Heat are taking on the Orlando Magic at home. That should be a very good game. So far, it's 39-29 with 8:02 remaining in the second quarter. We're almost done the second quarter in the Golden State-Chicago game. The Bulls are at home hosting the Golden State Warriors. It's 55-51 with 3:48 to go in the second quarter. And then the LA Clippers, they continue to be red hot with James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Russell Westbrook. They've been doing very, very good on the court. It's 45-37. Clippers have the 8-point advantage with 6:35 remaining in the second quarter. And then the Portland Trailblazers are down by 12 in Minnesota against the Timberwolves. There's 6:44 remaining in the second quarter. And the other game that's on right now is the San Antonio Spurs-Charlotte Hornets game. And the Spurs are up 30-25 with 10:25 remaining in quarter number 2. Later tonight, we got 2 games. We got the Toronto Raptors in Utah taking on the Jazz. That game will start at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the Denver Nuggets will play host to the New Orleans Pelicans. That should be a very good game. The Pelicans with their big 3 of Zion Williamson, CJ McCollum, and Brandon Ingram. And the Denver Nuggets, of course, with their big 3. They got Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and, of course, Michael Porter Jr., and maybe even Aaron Gordon if you wanted to qualify that as a big 4, if you will. In the NHL, we just got 2 games going on tonight. The Flyers and the Minnesota Wild. That game is in Minnesota. It is scoreless as they end the first period. And the Nashville Predators, they're in Dallas. There's no score in that game either going into period number 2. And those are all the scores for the professional leagues out there tonight with the NBA and the NHL. Again, the Sixers are up 65-46 at home against the Sacramento Kings, and they're hoping to just take care of business and end a 3-game losing streak without the big man himself. Embiid not going to be eligible for MVP, is he? Well, he has to, if he misses now 7 more games, I think it's 7 now. It's down to 7 or 8. So, if he misses 7 or 8 more games, he still is number 1 in MVP voting. But then he will officially not be eligible to win the MVP. I want big Markkanen from the Jazz. You could have Toby, says Michael Boyd. I would like Lauri too. I would love Lauri Markkanen. I think he would be a very good fit for this team. Speaking of fit, I don't know what there was to say. That was a very weird segue, but how about the Sixers offense? They've everybody's been fitting tonight in Nick Nurse's offensive scheme. That was so weird. But Tobias Harris with 23 points. He's 8 for 12 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 steals as well. The Sixers, they shot 6 of 8 in the second quarter from 3, that is. And the Kings will have the basketball because the Sixers won the tip-off. So now they're going from right to left as they exchange baskets on the other side. It's 65-46. They switch sides, that is. Here's Sabonis with a little baby hook, and he gets it. So that's the second bucket that he's had tonight. Again, Harris and Maxey have scored 40 points, and the Kings, as a point total, have put up 48. Here's Batum on a dribble handoff as the Sixers go from left to right. Maxey over at the near wing, over at the three-point line at the top of the key, now being guarded by Fox. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll hand it off to Harris. Harris gets double-teamed. The ball gets poked loose and stolen away by Harrison Barnes. Barnes to Fox. Fox to Murray. Murray to Sabonis. Sabonis with an alley-oop pass to Murray. And Keegan Murray is the one that throws it down on the lob. Lob City coming in Philadelphia with a lot of dunks tonight and a lot of threes for the Sixers. But that time it goes into the Kings' favor. Maxey thought about taking the 3 on the near wing. He'll take it right to the lane. Goes up with the right-handed baby hook. No. Paul Reed trying to tip the rebound up and in. He can't do so either. How about D'Anthony Melton getting the long rebound at the top of the key? He'll dish it out to Maxey for 3 on the near corner. It's off the mark and too strong. Sabonis comes away with rebound number 7. Fox on the drive to the basket with the right hand, and he's fouled by Paul Reed. Man, that just continues to be a big Achilles heel for him, if you will. He just continues to foul. I mean, that's only his second personal, but still, 65-50 is the score. Sixers lead it by 15. Sabonis gets the inbound. He's being guarded by Melton. Here's Barnes. He'll try to find Sabonis. And that's what they'll do now. Nick Batum came in from the other side. It was a blindsided play, but Batum could not get the steal. Instead, he gets called for the foul. My goodness. Some of these calls tonight have just been a little bit of, they've just been some ticky-tack calls. It looked like he had all ball there. I didn't see any sort of touch on the jersey. 65-50, again, that's the score. We're just about 2 minutes underway in this third quarter. Kings get the inbound. They dish it out and swing it around the timeline. Sabonis on the dribble handoff. He has to pass it, and he finds Murray to the basket. Nobody was on him, but a shot clock violation's called, and the Sixers play very good defense, and they'll get it back. So Murray did not get the dunk off in time, and the Philadelphia 76ers get the basketball back. Again, the Sixers in their red and blue uniforms, the blue with the white stripes coming down both sides. Harris drives it out and dishes it out to D'Anthony Melton, and Melton with a bomb from outer space as he hits the tray from the far corner. 9:50 remaining in the third, and 18-point advantage for the Sixers. Sabonis hands it off to Fox. De'Aaron Fox dishing it out from wing to wing. And they'll dish it, and they'll try to get the hockey assist to Harrison Barnes. He can't do so. Sabonis gets the rebound, but he throws it away. It goes into the Sixers' territory and goes out of bounds towards the Sixers' baseline as Domantas Sabonis tried to find Fox, and that pass was way off the mark. Here's Melton on the catch and shoot from the inbound for the Sixers. Yes! 6 straight points for Melton. And it's from the same spot that he hit the previous 3. Fox to Murray. Murray with a bounce pass to Sabonis. Sabonis back to Murray on the pick and roll. And a foul called on Reed with the and one coming. The second foul in just less than 2 minutes in this third quarter. And man, that's the third personal on B-Ball Paul. Just the unselfish play by Sabonis. That time, oh man, I don't really think that was a foul either. I thought that you got all ball there. Murray's foul shot. It goes halfway in and halfway out, and the basketball gods say no. They say let the Sixers have the ball. Harris for 3 on the catch and shoot off the dish by Maxey. He can't hit it. Sabonis gets the rebound, and he'll try to dish it out again to Murray. Here's Dwart. Dwart tries to take it right to the cup with the right hand. Finishes too strong, and Reed is able to clean up the glass as he gets rebound number 7 tonight. 6 points and 7 rebounds by Reed. Maxey to Reed. Inside, Batum. Outside for a 3. And he hits a bomb. The Sixers have made all 3 threes from downtown. They're actually 3 for 4 to start off the third quarter. And another timeout immediately called by Mike Brown. 74-52 as they continue to shoot the lights out of the gym. Wish I would have taken a little bit of a break there, but that's all right. That's okay, man. We can't lose now that I'm here, says Larry. Nope, they can't lose, man. They cannot lose. Sorry that we did not update the scoreboard. We'll do that right now. Again, it's 74-52. Sixers on a 9-6 scoring run to start off the third quarter right here. Why is this not uploading or updating? Maybe it is too much that maybe we do have too much on here. That's probably what it is. I bet you that's what it is. I think we have too many programs open. All right. Well, now we know. Now we do know. Okay. It is what it is. I do like this new setup, though. I do. Scoreboard isn't updating. I got it. Yep. We have a little bit of a new setup here at home. I tried to reprogram and reroute things and try to make life a little easier for myself. But the one thing that I'm seeing is that I have too many programs, and that's why the computer's a little bit slow. So that's all right. All right, 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time. How about Paul Hudrick from Liberty Ballers just said Sixers shooting has not cooled off to start the third. He says, quote, their defense has been excellent. Interesting strategy by Nick Nurse, having Tobias Harris be the primary ball handler. And that is, or the primary defender on Sabonis. He's right about that. Sixers have really done a good job in their rotations, he says. Yeah, that is a very interesting strategy. It's working. And Sabonis, again, in case you really don't know, he's a threat from anywhere and has a very good presence all around. He's a guy that can definitely get you some triple-doubles. He's a very good scorer and also a very good passer as well and a pretty good rebounder too. So he's a very good all-around player. And so far tonight, only 4 points for him. Just he got the first 2 points to start off the third quarter was by Sabonis himself. Where'd I put my bobblehead? It's on my dresser. It's on my dresser. I look at it every morning, and I wake up and I see that, and it's like the coolest thing ever. It's a reminder that I can do this, you know? So that's where I put the bobblehead. Let's go to work, says Mike Boyd. 37 people on here. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends and family about this Alco Gang. Do your thing. Do your thing. 74-52 in the city of brotherly love as the Sixers have a 22-point lead. So we are back out of the timeout. Sabonis trying to drive it against Tobias Harris, and Harris strips it. It's stolen away by Batum, but Batum got it over on the near sideline, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. So 8 seconds do remain on the shot clock for the Kings. And there's 8 minutes and 21 seconds to go in this third quarter. So Barnes will inbound it again, this time to Monk. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Monk tries to take it right to the cup, and instead he'll pass it to Sabonis. And we have a foul called again on DeAnthony Melton this time as Sabonis, he makes the bucket. It was an acrobatic bucket, if you will, as he went falling down. He finished it with the left hand over towards the left side of the baseline and just was able to get it off, and he's fouled too by DeAnthony Melton. There was probably about maybe 0.4 seconds left on that shot clock. The officials are reviewing this to see if Sabonis, if the foul was after the shot clock expired or right before. So they have an official review here. That is technically possible. So they can review if a shot was off right before the shot clock expired or if there was any sort of action before the shot clock expired. So that's what they're doing. It should be really quick, and the Sixers and the Kings will get a free timeout out of this. I don't know. I think that maybe Melton just fouled him in time, but it's really hard to say. So the initial ruling is that DeAnthony Melton got called for the shooting foul, but the question was it after the shot clock violation or right before? So the call is confirmed, and Melton does get called for the foul. Replay does support the call, and Sabonis will head to the line for one more. Oh my gosh, stop, Mike. 6 points, 7 rebounds for Sabonis. And he's 3 for 4 from the field tonight. Does get the foul shot to go. And he converts on the 3-point opportunity. So just 4 shot attempts for Sabonis, and that's not a lot for him. Kings are 6 for 8 from the line. Sixers are 11 for 12. Harris still hasn't scored in this third quarter just yet. We do have a whistle, though, as a foul's called on Keegan Murray. And the Philadelphia 76ers, they're now going to inbound it from their far sideline. The far sideline, that is. So it's 74-55. Maxey gives it off to Paul Reed. It's Reed, Melton, Harris, Batum, Maxey, all out there. Melton to Harris, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Harris back to Melton for a wide-open 3. It's a little short. Batum comes away with the rebound. Nobody was on him. He'll find Harris for 3 again. Yes! He throws down the flamethrower from way downtown. Harris is 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. Fox for 3, and there was no foul called, but Fox did hit the tray. I did see a little signal from the ref, but nothing to it. Maxey gets it, so Fox answers back with a 3 of his own at 77-58. Harris on the far wing with his neon green shoes. Tries to take Harrison Barnes to school, and he does. A turnaround jumper for Toby. Give him 28 points tonight. Sabonis tries to pass it. It's almost deflected by Maxey. Sabonis comes back up with his dribble, and this time Melton gets called for the reach. So Sabonis tried to find one of his teammates as he was down low on the block, and Maxey came in from the blind side, deflected it, almost was able to come up with a steal, but Harris scoring 5 straight points for the Sixers. Monk inbounds it to Sabonis over on the near sideline. Here's Fox over at the far wing. Lots of dribble handoffs. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Fox thought about taking the 3. Takes 1 jab step. He's being guarded by Harris. 2 jab steps. 3-point shots up. He airballs it. Batum is able to secure the board. 79-58. And the Sixers up now by 21. Maxey taking his time, being guarded by Monk. And a lob pass inside to Harris. Harris tries to swing it out to somebody, and Paul Reed. There was a lot of miscommunication there. Harris tried to swing it out into no man's land, and man, it almost went into the first row, and it almost hit. I don't know who that was, but man, it almost got her square in the, oh boy, almost got her square in the foot. Yikes, that is going to hurt if it did hit her, but it didn't, luckily. Fox dribbles it out, hands it off to Barnes for three as he shoots and fires the trigger, and it's a little short. Melton is the one that grabs the rebound. He's over at the top of the key. He wants to dance. He'll hand it off to Harris. Harris gets the ball stripped and stolen away as he tried to finish it. Couldn't do so. And here's a soloing act again, this time by Malik Monk as he gets the layup to go. Didn't know if he was going to shoot it or put the layup up and in or just dunk it himself. And he decided as he was in midair that that's what he was going to do. Maxey almost lost it on the other end as he was over at the near wing. And the Sixers, do they keep the ball? I don't know. They're going to say it was a turnover by Maxey as it went out of bounds as he lost his dribble. But Keegan Murray able to be there both times on the defensive side. So it was a kickball violation on Tyrese Maxey. And now Trey Lyles will step in for Harrison Barnes. So they've been shooting the ball much better now in this second half so far, the Kings, that is. Fox with a dribble handoff as it goes out of bounds, and more miscommunication on the offensive side for the Kings. Fox threw it away. The Sixers will get the basketball back as they lead it by 19 with 5:37 remaining. 3 turnovers in this quarter so far by Sacramento, but they have a total of 13 tonight. 5:30 left in the third quarter. Again, 79-60. Maxey gets the inbound. He'll try to play it up and in, and he does. That is just absolutely artistic by the kid himself. Sabonis drives it to the basket on the other side. He throws down the left-handed sledgehammer, and he's fouled too. I want to go back to that Maxey play. So as soon as the ball was inbounded, Tyrese Maxey got it over towards the outside part of the three-point line on the near wing and just got past 3 defenders on a little Euro step and just laid it up and in with the left hand off balance. I mean, that's just, you can't teach that. You just can't teach that. It's unstoppable. 81-63 as Sabonis able to get 10 points now. This is a guy who, if you keep him to 2 points, he can certainly erase that. Maxey gets the ball from Beverly. He'll try to drive it right to the lane. The finish is a little strong, and Sabonis gets the rebound as he shakes his right hand. And a little bit of, he got hurt a little bit on that play. Murray hands it off again to Monk. Malik Monk has been a very good three-point shooter as he tries to pass it. It's intercepted, though, by Reed. Beverly turns around out in transition as he gets past his defender, Monk. Inside is Paul Reed on the feed. No good. Batum volleyballs it out to Beverly. Beverly, one more to Morris Sr. for a triple. Bullseye! But they won't count the shot. They're going to say that Morris Sr. stepped out of bounds over at the far corner. Let's see. Yep, it just caught the chalk. It was just his right heel was right on the red line. So they don't count the 3. Fox will get the ball on the inbound here, and Monk will try to inbound it to him. Instead, Sabonis comes to the rescue, and he gets the inbound. 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here again is Monk on a drive to the basket. No good. And Sabonis, does he get called for basket interference? No. They're going to call a foul on Reed again. Paul Reed really has to be careful now. Nick Nurse not so happy with that call. I thought that was basket interference. I guess maybe not. Because Sabonis, as soon as he did get the rebound, he did not touch the basket, but I thought in real time maybe he did. But the foul was not for Sabonis. Sabonis was not fouled. It was Malik Monk that got fouled. 81-64, and the Sacramento Kings going on a little run themselves. Monk with just 7 points tonight and 4 boards. 81-65 as he drains both free throws. It's a 10-4 scoring run for the Kings in their last 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Beverly dribbles it out towards the right side. It's Beverly, Morris Sr., Maxey, Reed, and Batum. No Embiid and no Oubre Jr. tonight. Morris Sr. off the dribble handoff. He can't get it. Another rebound for the Sixers as they get the offensive board. Maxey on the far wing being double-teamed. He's trapped. He'll pass it out to Batum. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Morris Sr. on the drive to the basket. He'll find Paul Reed, and the unselfish pass is almost good. And Reed gets fouled this time, and he'll earn his 2 points. His 2 points at the line. 4 minutes left in the third, and Reed will head to the line for 2 more free throws and try to get some more points on the board. So Reed tonight with 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Only has 2 personals, but seems like he has more than that because there have been a lot of whistles on him for sure. We shall make offerings and sacrifices unto the almighty Bobble Jason so that he might do us a favor he might favor us for good fortune. 42 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. That way you'll know when I go live. First foul shot's good. Second foul shot is also good by B-Ball Paul. 19 points for Maxey, and Reed, who was just at the line, has 8 points and 7 rebounds. Monk conducting the traffic. He's at the top of the key. He tries to drive it to the basket. No. And we have another foul called on the Sixers as Malik Monk was able to just be very aggressive. He's having some words with Domantas Sabonis. They're just sharing some laughs together and just trying to communicate on the offensive side. So I think that there was a communication breakdown between the both of them. But Monk most certainly will head to the line. Mo Bamba comes in. That's the 3rd foul by Paul Reed. And he has to really be careful. Here's Keon Ellis, who also subs in for De'Aaron Fox. 83-66 as the Sixers lead it by 17 points. So Malik Monk, who's coming off the bench tonight for the Kings, is able to hit both foul shots. He's 25 years old from Jonesboro, Arkansas, as he's 6'3", and was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets back in 2017. Was also a winner of the Jerry West Award back in 2017 as well. Beverly tries to hand it off to Morris Sr. Morris Sr. on a dribble handoff, and he can't put it up over Sabonis, and another rebound goes to the Kings. The Sixers have sort of come back down to earth from their shooting. They started off the quarter very strong. Monk stops on a dime, pulls up for 2 in the face of House Jr., and gets it to go, as Malik Monk is able to get that bucket there. It's a 14-point deficit on a 9-2 run by Sacramento. Sixers' largest lead was at 23. It's diminished to 14. Maxey's at the logo. He gets double-teamed. He'll bounce pass it to Bamba. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Bamba to Beverly over on the near corner. Behind the back. Bounce pass to Bamba. And Bamba gets it to go. How about Patrick Beverly with the beautiful assist as he's able to just find Bamba. And I don't know how he did it. Sabonis tries to take it up. He can't get it. He tries to tip it 4 times. No good. Beverly with the rebound. Another dribble handoff to Bamba, but it's intercepted this time by Murray. Monk for 3. No. A rebound by Lyles. He puts it back up. Can't put it in. And we have another whistle here on Marcus Morris Sr., who gets called for the foul. So Trey Lyles could not tip the shot up and in. It went out a couple of times. A timeout is called. And I don't know yet if it's on the Sixers or the Kings. There was no signal as to which team put the timeout flag on. But Sixers nonetheless are up by 16 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Lots of scrappy offense and defense by both teams. And the Sixers really trying to out-physical the Kings, even without their big man. And, well, they've been staying afloat for sure, as they just, when a team goes on a run, you want to try to obviously end it, but you know that certain teams are going to go on runs at different times. But it's about when do you have your run, and how can you stop their run? How can you stop your opposing team's run, the opponent that you're facing? How can you do it? That's the question. Oh, boy, 38 people on here watching. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Alco Gang, do your thing. And hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate it. And I love you all so much. I do. Who's Bobble Jason? Oh, you missed it. Or you probably weren't paying attention when I showed it to you. I got a Hanukkah present. If you look at my logo, that's me as a bobblehead. So, it was like the coolest present that I've gotten. I don't have it with me right now. I'm a little bit lazy to go get up and get it because I want to be here and I want to be talking to you guys. But I don't even know if you wouldn't be able to see it even with the green screen on because it just wouldn't look as real. So I'd have to pull up a picture, and I can't do that now anyways. So regardless, I won't be able to show it to you. But if you do exit out of here, and if you click on my logo and my profile pic, then you'll be able to see the bobblehead. So, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. The name is Jason Joseph. If you are on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch, or any other platform, I'm not looking at your messages right now, and it's no disrespect to you guys. It's just because I don't have as many screens as I would like, or as I can, I should say, and I am not able to look at all your messages. So if you come on over to YouTube, type in play-by-play with JJ, that's what you got to do. So, and then I will read your messages. Come on over, subscribe to the channel, and come on over here and have a fun time with us. Did we get to 30 likes yet? I don't know if we did. We got 44 people on here. Let's get to at least 45. That'd be awesome. We got 32. Great. Great. This is what the algorithm is for. If you guys want us to be up there with all the other Sixers content creators, that's what you got to do. Just hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. 10 more subscribers till we get to 1,630. Not till the fourth quarter, my guy. It's not till the fourth quarter. So here we go. Sixers have the ball. It's 85-69 with 2:06 left in the third quarter. Bamba gets it at the top of the key, tries to bounce pass it inside to Harris. But Harris did get fouled. Or did he get fouled? It was last touched by the Kings, I believe, but there was a whistle for sure. It's 85-69. The Kings are in the bonus, so any foul by the Sixers will result in free throws until the end of the third quarter. There's just 2:06 left, though. Beverly will inbound it from the far sideline, and they'll hand it off to Bamba. Bamba back to Beverly. Beverly to Harris. Harris back to Beverly for three on the far wing. It was a little short. Bamba tries to fight for the rebound, and Alex Len gets called for the loose ball foul. Len and Bamba going at it. Len about 6'10". Bamba is definitely 7 feet tall for sure. He is a really, really tall person out there on the court for the Sixers, but it works in the favor of the Sixers. I didn't know you could have those custom made. Oh, the bobbleheads. We're talking about the bobbleheads now. Yes, I didn't know that either. I got it as a Hanukkah present. There's a three-point shot up, and that's no good. Here we go. Murray on the drive to the basket. No, with the right hand. He couldn't get it. Monk for three off the offensive rebound. He can't get that one either. House Jr. tries to get the rebound and secure it, but it'll be last touched by Beverly. And still Kings basketball with 1 minute and 36 to go in the third. It's 85-69. Sixers up by 16. They're shooting 48% from downtown. Monk gets the inbound, steps back, pulls up, past the free throw line, and it's nothing but net for Malik Monk. The shooting machine able to help the Kings go on an 11-4 run over the last 4 minutes. Can the Sixers stop the bleeding? Beverly dribbles around the timeline. He'll try to put up a little baby hook, and he can't get it. Bamba can't fight for the rebound as he's stuffed by about 3 Kings on him. Monk trying to go coast to coast. Instead, he stops on a dime, pulls up for 2, and Beverly, oh my gosh, he jumped over Alex Len to just tip it to Harris. What a rebound and what an effort by Beverly. Harris on the low block does lose the basketball. It goes out of bounds. And they're going to say that Monk touched it last as he tried to swipe it. And the Sixers will retain possession. There's 16 seconds on the shot clock and about 54.6 seconds on the game clock. Morris Sr. gets the inbound. He'll swing it out to Beverly on the far corner for a triple. It goes in and out. And Len is able to secure the board. 45 seconds to go. Fox in no particular hurry. He's over at the logo, being guarded by House Jr. Dribbles over towards the right. Alex Len sets the screen. He'll go with it. Fox, that is. And Fox tries to put it up and then with the left hand at the rim, and he can't do so. He's fouled by Daniel House Jr., and Fox will try to earn his points at the free throw line. 34.6 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Philadelphia up by 14 points as Fox will head to the line. This guy is just absolutely incredible. A great talent from Kentucky, which was also where Tyrese Maxey went to school. Of course, Fox, as he hits the first foul shot, he was a first-round draft pick, the 5th overall pick of the 2017 draft. And speaking of Tyrese Maxey, he'll come back in for the Sixers. So he was an NBA All-Star last year, made it an All-NBA third team last year too. Just 15 points tonight, 3 rebounds, and 4 dimes for De'Aaron Fox, who's now 26 years old. And he does make the second foul shot as he goes 2 for 2 from the line. 85-73, Maxey will dish it out to House Jr. House Jr. on the pump fake, pulls up for 2 on the far corner, and he hits it. That was a beautiful shot by House Jr., all stuffed by Keegan Murray. 87-73, 2 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Sixers up by 14. Here we go. All right, Fox has it. And he'll have a little staring contest with Daniel House Jr. 5 seconds left. He has to get going. He will. He spins. He backpedals. He throws up a 2. Can't get it. Beverly gets the rebound. 2 seconds left. He tries to go with a shot, but it's blocked by Malik Monk, and that's going to do it as we head into the 4th. 87-73, the Sixers are able to survive the third quarter as they win the quarter by 5 points and are able to get 27. They actually lose the quarter by 5 points, but they lost 27-22. They are looking at a review here to see if Beverly traveled before the shot clock before the clock expired. They say that Beverly traveled, but did it happen before time went off or not? This is so absurd. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 0.9 seconds. They might add that back. Yep. Tried to go up with a shot. Got his defender on a little pump fake, but Beverly couldn't get the half-court shot off. And with 0.1 seconds, that's like 1/10 of a second, the Kings get to advance the basketball, and this is just good for a tip. That's it. Can't even get a shot off here. Monk will be the inbounder. Reed will try to defend the inbound, so the quarter not over yet. Monk tries to throw it up, and Len can't even get it, and that is officially going to do it. In the third, JaVale McGee also came in for a split second because they needed some sort of hype because they knew, Mike Brown knew, that you were going to have to try to get some sort of a dunk or just maybe a little tip in, and that's all you could have possibly gotten. But now we go into the 4th. It's 87-73 as the Philadelphia 76ers are up by 14 points. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Heading to the 4th with 14-point lead. I like our chances, says Larry. We just cannot take that foot off the gas pedal. Can't do that. Hit the thumbs up button. If you guys have not answered the poll, what are you waiting for? Do you guys like watching the non-Joel Embiid games? 28% of you have said I like it. 25% of you have said it's okay. 16% say I could care less. And 31% of you say I don't like it. That's really interesting. 32 votes. It's very dispersed. I thought more of you would say I don't like it because I personally don't. This team is different without Joel, for sure. And they don't play the same as well. Boy. All right. So, here we go. It is time for our 76ers trivia question of the day. All right. So, today is January 12th, and here we go. So, I'm going to ask you a Sixers trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. And if you get it wrong, this is what you'll hear. All right. What was the name of the 76ers home arena from 1967 to 1996? That's what I want to know. It's a very simple one. Y'all should get it on probably the first try, hopefully. Because if you don't, that would really tell us a lot about who really is a Sixers fan and who's not a Sixers fan on here. Even though I'm sure that a lot, we have new kids coming on here too. No disrespect to anybody. But this is a big, historic thing for the Sixers. It should be an easy one. The Spectrum! The Spectrum, that is... I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have to be funny sometimes, man. Sometimes. You saw Dr. J play there. Cool. That's awesome. I did not see Dr. J. It was before my time. My dad said the Spectrum. My dad, you got it, Dad. That was the wrong button, but that's okay. My dad got it, even though he was a little bit late and didn't answer before everybody else. But he got it. He got it. I'll give him a lot of credit. All right, here we go to the fourth quarter. So the Sixers, they put up 29 in the first. Then in the second quarter, that's when they really exploded. They got 36 points, and they started off strong in the third quarter. But then as soon as the timeout was called, after the third three was made for the Sixers to start off the quarter, well, they are only up by 14. They had a 23-point lead, but they're still out in front, and they're still in double figures. So we go into the fourth. De'Aaron Fox will step in for JaVale McGee. Keon Ellis will also come in for Keegan Murray as well. And the Sixers will go with Harris, Maxey, House Jr., Bamba, and Beverly as their five guys out there. So the Sixers will have the ball because they did win the tip-off. Beverly hands it off to Maxey. Again, no Embiid and no Oubre Jr. tonight, and still no Covington. Maxey on another handoff. He'll try to take it right to the cup with the right hand. He can't get it. Whistles remain silent. It's 5-on-4 basketball for the Sacramento Kings. They dish it around. The ball finds Lyles for three on the near wing. No. He was wide open, and Bamba didn't even have to jump to get the rebound as it just landed right into his lap. Beverly inside to Harris, and Harris gets the dish. Oh, my goodness, as he eats it up. Good play by Harris, and what a pass by Beverly. House Jr. again playing defense, but he gets called for the foul as Fox tried to put up a two from the elbow. And we have a whistle here. That was a beautiful play call by Nick Nurse and Patrick Beverly, who was out on the perimeter of the far wing, just found Tobias Harris cutting to the basket. He turned around, did a little 180, and just caught it right in time as it just landed into his hands. And all he had to do was just lay it up and in as he caught it right from the chest. That's beautiful. It's 89-73. Fox will head to the line for a couple of foul shots. He does miss the first one. This is a guy who's about a 76% foul shooter. Brickin' for chicken. Does he do it? No. He does hit the second free throw. And the signs go back down at the Wells Fargo Center. 89-74. The Sixers are out in front by 15. More dribble handoffs for the Sixers. Harris almost lost it as it almost went into the half court, or to the back court, that is. But he retains his dribble. He catches, he shoots, he fires it, and hits the tray again. Boy, oh boy, Tobias Harris give him 33 points. And the fans are loving it. Bamba trying to play defense on the other side. Almost blocked it, but it was no good. Good defense by the Sixers. Beverly to Maxey. Tyrese Maxey tries to find Bamba inside. He gets double-teamed. Tries to throw it. It's thrown away and stolen away by the Kings. Fox gets Beverly to buy on a little pump fake. And Fox tries to take it right to the cup with the left hand. And he's fouled too. Another. Oh, they won't say that he was fouled. They're going to say that the ball went out of bounds off the Sixers, and it'll still be Kings basketball as the ball was touched by the Sixers. And actually, Fox will go to the line. Man, oh man, that was Really weird. They didn't even say it was a foul on ESPN. So Fox does miss the first foul shot. Here we go. Take two. Brickin' for chicken. Does it happen? No. He goes 1 for 2 again from the line. And it's 92-75. 10:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. In what's been a very good basketball game for the Sixers. Fox now with 18, 4 and 3. 4 dimes and 3 boards. Maxey again being very aggressive, puts it up as he gets fouled, and it does not go in. The good news, though, is that he will just head on over to the line again for more free throws. We said it a little bit weird that time, but that's all right. That is totally okay. That was a little bit odd, but whatever. All right, so Maxey at the line. Again, a guy that is just a very good foul shooter. He's averaging 26.2 points per game and 3.5 rebounds. He does hit the first foul shot as it's good. Tonight from the line, as Melton comes back in too for the Philadelphia 76ers, and House Jr. will take a quick seat. Tonight from the line, Tyrese Maxey has been shooting the ball very well and has been perfect as he remains that way as he hits the second free throw. 94-75, 10 minutes to go as we're 2 minutes underway in this fourth quarter. Fox guarding Maxey, 2 Kentucky Wildcats going at it against each other. Ellis trying to kiss it off the backboard, and he gets called for the travel. He was over on the far wing. He tried to take it right towards the lane, and he just could not kiss it up, or he got the bucket to go, but he walked. He definitely walked. And the Sixers, they're back up by 19, and that's another turnover by the Kings. They have 15 on the game so far. 9:45 remaining. Harris does get the inbound, gets past half court. They swing it around. Beverly to Melton for 3 as he holds his pose. No. Harris not once, but twice as he gets the follow through off of his own miss. And Tobias Harris now with 35. 13 for 18. He's been absolutely efficient from the field. Fox for 2 off the dribble. 2 short. And Maxey's the one that grabs the rebound. That's board number 4 for Tyrese. Thought about taking the 3 as he's over at the logo. Gets double teamed. Here's Harris. Harris at the foul line. Shots up. It's a little short. He does not get the friendly bounce. And the Sacramento Kings come away with another board. Fox trying to get it at the top of the key. They dish it around to Murray. Murray's on the near wing at the three-point line. A bounce pass to Sabonis, who's been very quiet in this fourth quarter. Here's Keegan Murray firing the trigger. It's off the mark as it was actually airballed. And the Sixers will get the ball back once again. Harris up to a season high now of 35 points. And he needs 5 more to get to 40. How about just staying with the play as he got his own miss? He was in the dunker spot and just got it a little bit underneath the rim. Actually hit the rim, but it was underneath the basket, if you will. And then he got his own rebound and put it back up and was able to make it look so easy. Maxey has it on the wing, puts up a shot. They won't count the bucket, and Maxey can't believe it. Oh, my goodness, he was fouled as he was shooting it. That is unbelievable. Maxey got it on the far elbow. He almost broke Malik Monk's ankles. Murray fouled him, and that was in the act of shooting. That is unbelievable. But here we go. The Sixers will get the inbound again. It was a foul on the floor. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey trying to get the assist. Oh, he almost did it. Harris trying the follow through. No. So Melton couldn't get the 3. Harris could not get the follow-up. And here come the Kings on the other side. Sabonis with nobody on him. That's just too easy as he finished it with the right hand and got the reverse layup to go. 8:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Sixers going from left to right and the Kings going from right to left. 8 minutes left. Harris finds Melton. Melton with one more to Bamba. Oh my goodness. That was a little reverse layup that Mo Bamba had. It bounced 4 times, and he still got it. It's not something that you see every day from your backup center. It's 98-77, and the Kings on the drive again to the basket, but they lose it. We have a whistle, and it's a foul on the Sixers. So Fox will inbound it with 7:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. I cannot believe that they did not call that foul in the act of shooting. And speaking of fouling in the act of shooting, Tyrese Maxey does foul Malik Monk in the act of shooting as they're chirping a little bit. And Monk will head on over to the line for more free throws. I mean, Mike Brown and Nick Nurse, they are two well-respected head coaches. Mike Brown, of course, won Coach of the Year last year for the Sacramento Kings. And Nick Nurse, there's been a lot of talk about him being one of the top 3 candidates in that category this year. First foul shot by Monk is no good. Brickin' for chicken, is that good? No. Every time on the second free throw in this second half, the Kings have hit all of their second attempt free throws. Bamba swinging it around the timeline. The ball finds Beverly at the top of the key. Beverly to Maxey. Maxey trying to find Bamba. Bamba tried to posterize Barnes, but he's fouled. Oh, he wanted that poster so badly. And Bamba gets high fives from Maxey for the effort. He was like, you know what? I got to give you credit, man, for at least trying to do that. He could not get the dunk to go. And that, if he would have made that dunk, that possibly could have figuratively meant retirement for Harrison Barnes. 98-78. We have another whistle, and I guess a timeout is called by the Kings, and that's what it is. So the Sixers lead it by 20, and with 7:24 remaining in the fourth quarter, they'll try to end the game with a win. Countdown to victory, 7:40. That's crazy. Mike Bot is malfunctioning. Oh, boy. Crazy game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those bells, man. Turn on those bells. That is crazy. I don't know how they didn't count that in the act of shooting. Maxey certainly got fouled in the act. That is absolutely horrendous. Crazy. So the Kings called a challenge here on the Barnes shooting foul. Wanted to make sure I clarified that now. I did not get the signal for it. But we'll take a look at the scoreboard right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe and spike the like. We got 42 people on here watching. Don't forget to spike that like button, baby. So the Sixers lead it by 20. The Pacers are up by 20 as well. It's 122-102 in Atlanta with 2:43 remaining in the fourth. There is 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the Houston-Detroit game. Detroit had a big lead, but now that's down to just 5. So it's 107-102 against Houston. The Magic only trail by 4, but there's still plenty of time left. There's 4:17 left in the third quarter. The Warriors are up by 2 with 6:03 left in the third. So the Magic are in Miami taking on the Heat, and the Warriors are in Chicago taking on the Bulls. It's 91-71 in Memphis with the Clippers leading it by 20 and 3:12 remaining in the third. The Portland Trail Blazers are down by 28 points in Minnesota with 3:28 to go in the third quarter, too. The other game that's in the third quarter is the San Antonio-Charlotte game as the Charlotte Hornets are down by 30. It's 81-54 now as a three-pointer was made by the Hornets with 8:14 remaining in the third. And then the other two games, well, one of them just got started. It's Toronto and Utah. So the Raptors playing against the Jazz in Utah. It's 5-3 with 10:08 remaining in the first. And then at 10 o'clock tonight, the Pelicans are in Denver taking on the Denver Nuggets. And that'll be at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're back at the Wells Fargo Center. We'll get a call in just a little bit. Just wanted to make sure that I said the two games for the NHL that are still going on now. I think that they're actually still reviewing this to see if that is not a foul on Harrison Barnes. I don't know what to say about it. It's 1-1 in the Flyers-Wild game. Joel Farabee got his 13th goal of the season, and it's 2-0 Predators as they just ended the second period. The Flyers also ending the second period too. So the call's overturned, and now the Kings have the ball. Murray tries to put it up with the foul line jumper, and he can't hit it. He's been really off the mark tonight for his standards. 3 blocks for the Kings and 8 for Philadelphia. So Maxey got a block on Murray's 9-foot pull-up jumper, and then Murray got it back, couldn't put up the 2. Maxey on offense, pulls up at the foul line. It was a little short, and Fox gets the board again. 6:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Fox stops on a dime, dishes it out to Monk. Monk gets a screen by Sabonis, goes around it, and tries to get the right hand to go on the right side of the baseline. It's way too strong. And Tobias Harris again. That was actually DeAnthony Melton that got the rebound. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell. Harris trying to take it right to the cup, and he does so with 3 defenders on him. Harris now needs 3 more points to get to 40. Monk for 3 on the near wing, and about 4 Sixers are there. And the person that gets the board is Melton. Melton, step back, dishes it out to Bamba for a triple. Oh, yes! A 25-point lead for the Sixers as Bamba hits his second triple of the game. Fox stops, pulls up for 3 at the top of the key, and he's fouled. So Bamba tonight, 11 points for him, 4 blocks, a couple of steals as well, and he is out there in the fourth quarter, and every button that Nick Nurse has pressed tonight is absolutely working. If only the Sixers could just get this sort of consistency from Mo Bamba. That's a big question to ask, but then the backup center wouldn't even be a discussion. 103-79. Fox does hit the first 2 foul shots, so I didn't mention this, but he was fouled at the 3-point line by Maxey, and he will try to go to the line for 1 more. There's Joel Embiid in his purple button-down shirt and his gray vest over on the sideline as Beverly is sitting about 2 seats towards the left of him. Robert Covington sandwiched in between the both of them on the bench. The third foul shot by Fox. That is good. And Batum gets intentionally fouled by Harrison Barnes. Davion Mitchell will step in for De'Aaron Fox. And we haven't seen him a whole lot in this game particularly. This is a guy who definitely is a young talent, again, for the Kings. They got Kessler Edwards coming in for Harrison Barnes, as he'll take a seat. And Domantas Sabonis is still out there. So it's Sabonis, Murray, Edwards, Mitchell, and Jones. Kobe Jones also out there for the Kings too. 3-point shot by Toby. He tries to put it up. He can't finish it. Sabonis on the other end. He got the long rebound. He gets double-teamed. It's intercepted and stolen away by Harris. Harris gets it off to Melton. Melton to Maxey. And Maxey's over at the logo. Tobias Harris with a beautiful interception on the other side as Sabonis threw it away. Bamba to Harris again. Harris at the 3-point line. What's he going to do? Step back jumper. It's up. No. Batum tries to tip it, and it'll go towards the Kings' way. It's a 2-on-1. That was an unlucky bounce, and the Sixers will call another timeout. It's 103-83 with exactly 5 minutes to go. Sixers call a timeout, and we'll be right back in just a few moments. We're going to stay right here. The Sixers will be back in just a few moments. I think that we're repeating a couple of terms tonight, but that's okay, I guess. I'm trying, the tough thing about it is that sometimes you're going to have words or certain phrases that are just going to stick with you, but if you focus on it, then you're losing your creativity because now that's the one thing that you're trying to focus on, and you're setting yourself up for failure by doing that. So sometimes it's always nice to get feedback from certain people to be aware of those things, but these things don't go away overnight, and they have to happen organically. So We're just embarrassing them now. This game is also on ESPN tonight. Oh, I know. But why go to ESPN when you can tune into the game on here? I mean, you could do both. It's just got to flow. Yeah, it does. Last game was our best. That was a very good call. You can't handle the truth, says Hardcore for All. What truth? What truth? Some people don't like it. Some people don't like the truth either. As DJ used to say. I used to like that as a slogan. This spot thing is really on a delay. 35 people on here watching. Mind Body Therapeutics Manual Therapy says, who cares about the Flyers? Well, we care about the Flyers. We don't need no stinking ESPN. You're literally on here for a reason. Ugh. ESPN is literally right here. We're sending it off to Kurt Warner after this. No, I'm kidding. Kurt Warner's not even with ESPN. He's with CBS Radio, Westwood One. Kurt Warner does a great job. He really does. He's a great broadcaster. Oh, boy. All right. Exactly 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Again, the Kings, the last time that they actually won here at the Wells Fargo Center, you got to go back to 2019. So the Sixers are actually 9-1 in their last 10 games against the Kings. And the last time that they won, it was back in it was 2017. I beg your pardon. It was December 19th of 2017, and they were able to beat the Sixers 101-95 at the Wells Fargo Center. So they haven't won since. And the Sixers have been able to just been able to dominate against them. Part of it's because they got Joel Embiid, and they also had James Harden too, and Ben Simmons as well, that were able to dominate against them, which was really clutch for them. Maxey against the Kings has averaged about 19.5 points, 4.5 assists, and just less than 2 rebounds, but that's just in 4 games against them. But he's been absolutely incredible once again tonight. Batum dishes it out to Bamba as we just get started after the timeout here. Maxey hits the deck as he lands actually flat on his belly, and he gets fouled and pushed by Kessler Edwards. Sasha Vezenkov steps in for Keegan Murray. And JaVale McGee also comes in for Domantas Sabonis, the former 76er JaVale McGee, that is. And he's had a very long NBA career for sure. He's 35 years old now. He's 7 feet tall, 270 pounds. Maxey tries to dish it out to Bamba, almost throws it away on the little pick and roll. Melton again, stopping on a dime, pivots his foot twice. Bamba tries to finish in traffic, and it's blocked by the Kings, and a shot clock violation is called. So JaVale McGee, the veteran, showing Mo Bamba how it's done on the defensive side. McGee, again, has played with the Washington Wizards, the Denver Nuggets, the Sixers, the Dallas Mavericks, the Warriors, the Lakers, the Cavs, and then the Suns, and now the Kings. So he's been all around. Shot goes up again by Sasha, and he cannot hit it. Kobe Jones actually missed the floater before. Sixers come away with another rebound. Here's Tobias Harris. He shoots the 3. This is for 40. Oh, it's too strong. 4 minutes left to go. Harris with 37 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists. And what's been a season high of a scoring game for him this year. Davion Mitchell drives it to the basket with the left hand, and the finger roll finish is good. 3:40 remaining in the fourth, and the Sixers lead it by 18 points. Harris on a dribble handoff at the top of the perimeter, and he'll find Melton. Melton back to Harris. He's at the top of the key. He wants to ISO. Step back 3. Here he puts it up. Oh, he couldn't get it. It was just a little short. McGee got the board, and he'll have to find a teammate, and he will, over in the front court. McGee gets it back. It's stolen away by Batum, but they're going to call a foul on him. So McGee, I don't know how he did this. He moved really quickly. He was over at the half-court mark, and then they passed it twice, and McGee was just literally on the low block, and Batum came in just from the backside. That looked like a clear steal. So Harris will go to the bench as KJ Martin will step in, and Patrick Beverley will also come in too for Nick Batum. So that's most likely going to do it for Tobias Harris. What a game he had tonight. Absolutely efficient and just an incredible effort by him for sure. Jaden Springer will also get some action as he will come in for Bamba. So it's Martin, House Jr., Beverly, Korkmaz, and Springer all out there for the Sixers. Three-point shot is up by Kessler Edwards, and he misses that three-pointer from downtown. Furkan Korkmaz will also be in there for Philadelphia, as he hasn't really seen a lot of playing time and hasn't been in the game in a while. He'll catch and shoot and fire the three. That's off the mark again. So Springer comes away with the rebound off the missed three, this time by Sasha Vezenkov. So Vezenkov, Edwards, McGee, Mitchell, and Kobe Jones all out there for the Kings, as the Sixers are 2 minutes and 28 seconds away from getting the dub against the Sacramento Kings. And the Kings have a very good team, of course. Were able to take the Golden State Warriors to 7 games in that first round in what was just an incredible matchup with them last year in the Western Conference playoffs. We do have a foul called. It'll be on the Kings, and the Sixers will inbound it this time. What's up, Snowman? How you doing? 2:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Sixers, they will be back in action on Monday afternoon. They take on the Houston Rockets. We are going to be doing the game. It'll be at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, and we'll have plenty of time to rest up the voice for the Eagles game at night. And then right after that day, they're actually at home against the Denver Nuggets on a back-to-back, and hopefully Embiid will be back for that game. We have a layup on the other side by the Kings by Davion Mitchell. Man, oh man, he is just a very good young talent. He's 2 for 2 from the field. He has 4 points. He's 25 years old and is 6 feet tall. He went to Baylor College. We have a foul called on the other end, and it'll be Daniel House Jr. being rewarded. Lots of smiles over on the Sixers bench between DeAnthony Melton, Tyrese Maxey, and Marcus Morris Sr. And again, what a day he had, getting honored along with his brother for their philanthropic work that they've been able to do around the city of brotherly love. And he has really got to be happy with all of that. He actually gave a little speech earlier today and showed a lot of emotion and was able to thank his mom. His mom was in there, or his mom was in the crowd, and really had a whole lot of great things to say. 1:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. So Daniel House Jr. does hit both free throws. It's 105-87. The Kings, as they'll go on to be 23-15, and they'll now be 10-8 on the road. Their next game, when you take a look at their schedule, they next play, they will be playing on Sunday night against the Milwaukee Bucks. They have a tough schedule. They play against Milwaukee, Phoenix, Indiana, Atlanta, Golden State, Dallas, and Memphis. And then to end on the 31st, it'll be against Miami. So they do not have an easy schedule coming up whatsoever. It's 107-89. 1 minute left to go in the fourth quarter. Both teams are in the bonus. Beverly's over on the far wing. He tries to pass it to House Jr., almost threw it away. House Jr. to Furkan Korkmaz for 3. And I don't know how it hit the back of the rim, and it went up about 3 feet in the air and somehow just went straight down the drain. You won't see that quite often. 110-89, and another whistle on the other side. Man, that was so bizarre. I mean, just the science behind that and the physics. It's just, it defied physics by doing that. He hit the back of the rim so hard, and it just went up about 3 feet in the air and just straight up went down. That's crazy. McGee tries to get the first foul shot to go, and he hits the first one, and he'll stay put at the line for one more. Patrick Beverley was talking to him. He tried to high-five him, and I think McGee just wasn't looking, and he missed him. Crazy. He does get both free throws to go, and the Sixers will just milk this clock down as Beverley has it at the logo. He'll hand it off to Martin. KJ Martin back to Beverley over at the top of the perimeter. He'll try to ISO over JaVale McGee. Dishes it out to Springer. Springer trying to take it right to the cup with the right hand. The finish was too strong. Korkmaz intercepts it, though, tips it to Springer, and Springer's turnaround floater is good. Furkan Korkmaz joining in on the defensive side. And that's going to wrap things up. 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. The Sixers are able to hang on and win. Actually, they were just able to dominate, I should say, against the Sacramento Kings, as there's a bucket by Davion Mitchell, and that's officially going to do it. Sixers win by a final score of 112-93, all led by Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey. No Embiid, no Oubre Jr., no Covington, no problem for the Sixers. All smiles as Tobias Harris, wearing his blue windbreaker or his blue sweat jacket, and he's able to just end the game tonight with 37 points. He was 14 for 25 from the field, 3 for 7 from downtown, had 7 boards, 3 steals. That's his career high as a Sixer. It's his second most points that he's had in a game ever. He was able to manufacture 37 points. He was very aggressive in that first half. Started off very strong. Had a couple of very big, ferocious dunks. And that's just absolutely incredible. And the fact that he was able to step up tonight really does raise a lot of eyebrows to see what Daryl Morey is going to do for the trade deadline, because that's coming up really soon. And look, we'll talk a little bit more about this team. Just give me one more minute to just take a sip of water, because I want to hear what your thoughts are. Browns, Texans. That does sound good. All right. Well, the Sixers do win. They're able to hang on and get the W against the Sacramento Kings by a final score of 112-93. Domantas Sabonis only had 2 points in the first half, and he just ended the game with 14 points. He was really quiet scoring the basketball tonight, and part of that is because the Sixers were just so in his face and not really able to give him a lot of breathing room. So that was very impressive. Harris, again, 37 points for him. That's the main storyline tonight. They had no Joel Embiid again, and Harris just filled right in for him. Put up a Sixer career high of 37 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists as well. The next time that they play against the Kings, it'll be on March 25th. That's when the Sixers have their second West Coast road trip. They will end the month with their first West Coast road trip, but Sacramento is not. They will not be playing against Sacramento. When you take a look at the box score, Paul Reed had 8 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. He had 4 fouls in 24 minutes, but it just seemed like it was a quiet day from him. But Harris was certainly loud. Nick Batum had 14 points, hit some really big threes. He was 4 for 4 from downtown, had 3 assists, was also able to get a couple of deflections on the defensive side. And Tyrese Maxey, let's talk about him. He was 6 for 17 from the field. He shot the 3-ball really well tonight, and he really was aggressive when he had to be. I liked how in the first half he established himself. He eventually did have to get double-teamed and was able to just pass out of those. And the Kings at one point in the fourth quarter were just like, we're not going to let you shoot it. We're not going to give you any sort of breathing room, and we want you to just dish it out to somebody else. And that person tonight was Tobias Harris. And sometimes you got to tip your cap. You really do. Because Toby has not really been that consistent third guy that has stepped up for this team, but he beat you tonight. And it was plus 19 on the court, only had 3 turnovers, and just really put up a lot of shot attempts and was just feeling himself. He had the Midas touch and had 3 steals on the defensive side too. So, great stuff. Finishing touches, when you look at the team stats, Sixers shot 42.9% from 3. That'll work. They were 15 for 35 from downtown. The Kings were 8 for 38. Sixers' perimeter defense was absolutely solid. They did get out-rebounded by 8, the Sixers. The Kings were able to put up 54 rebounds, but it really seemed like in that second half that the Sixers had the important rebounds and they had really good touches, and the basketball was just flowing in their direction as the ball movement was absolutely great. So 24 assists as well for the Sixers, 20 for the Kings, and the big difference tonight was the amount of turnovers that the Kings committed in that first half. The Sixers got a little bit sloppy with the ball in the second half, but again, when you're playing and you're just outscoring your opponent and you're up by 23 points, that's nothing really to, concern yourself with. They had a 25-point lead and were able to win the game by 19, so that's a very good sign for the Sixers, and hopefully they can keep this up. They got a big game on Tuesday, and that's right before the first game, and that's against the Houston Rockets, and again, we'll be on for that game too. It's on Monday afternoon at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and that'll be cool. All right, we're going to wrap things up here. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Signing off right now. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will catch you all on the next one. See you guys on Monday. Goodbye.